بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الخلق أجمعين رسولنا ونبينا وشفيعنا محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Dear students, dear sons, students of appreciating poetry, today we are going to deal with Milton in the second part, John Milton, chapter 5 in the course Appreciating Poetry. As you remember of the first part, we dealt with Milton's career, the poet's career. We had some ideas about the poem on his blindness, with little analysis or explanations for some poems. I advise you again that this recording is maybe not sufficient to cover all the ideas we need to discuss, we need to talk about. But this recording is a sort of hint, guide or help for you to assist, giving you the right way to start from, and also to go on reading, analyzing by your own understanding. I am sure that you have great ability of dealing with the topic. So, the second topic deals with the themes. The themes can be discovered from Milton's On His Blindness. There are some themes and appreciation, or we call it critical analysis, either appreciation or critical analysis of the poem itself. But before we start, I'd like to remind you, as we have done in the first part, that there is a presentation, important presentation or task or assignment, call it whatever you like. This is necessary for you, that you have to prepare individually. Every person has to do his own way. The way, as I mentioned before, is connected with the title, Milton's On His Blindness, Eyesight or Heart Vision. This is a research dealing with the same topic, and it is published on this link. You can go to this link and find the paper. The paper is available on this journal, Journal of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences. It is an international journal of literature. You can deal with this paper, with this research, read it, try to understand it. It is very much similar to what we have, and you can make a summary, a personal, summary or concise analysis of your own, by yourself, of your own language. This is very important, and it is one of your tasks. It should be recorded. After being recorded, you have to upload it to your website in the proper link find in this course, Appreciating Poetry. So again, it is a task, assignment, or a presentation. Whatever you call it, it has the same meaning. In our class also, you need to answer a question like this one. Here we have this question, and the explanation will mostly focus on it. Explain the themes in the poem On His Blindness by John Milton, Themes. We have themes such as obedience, blindness, light, and inadequacy. Beside, we have design. The last one, I think, is design. These are the important themes of this poem On His Blindness, or Sonnet 18. This part will be finished, will be ended by a sort of appreciation. Appreciation means critical analysis to deal with them. Okay, it is very short, very easy, I think. Yeah, but also we have to read it several times. Okay, I just want to remind you that this is the poem we have studying, and in the first part it should be listened as well as this part also. You can listen to the recording. The recording is available connected with your link. Also, you can find several recordings on the website, particularly the YouTube. Last time we covered a little bit ideas about the analysis of this poem. Okay, and just to remind you here again, in this poem we have the theme of obedience. And what is the meaning of obedience? The obedience, I feel, it is the relationship, okay, between God, between the Creator, and people, the creatures. Okay, so here a good a relationship. If the person going well, so his life will be satisfactory. He will find light, light, even through darkness, even through blindness. Okay, so the first one connected with the relationship of humanity within their Creator, with God. The second theme deals with the concept of blindness, because it is the title of the poem itself. Milton's blindness on this poem. So he expresses his ideas about the two ideas. We can say that they are two. One is direct, one is hidden. The direct is being blind. The hidden, the connotative one is light, that he is sometimes satisfied. The time he feels of the satisfaction of God, so he can find light. Light is shown through darkness or through blindness. Here is the third theme you need to read. So it is interesting. Inadequacy. Inadequacy. Another theme can be realized, can be understood from this poem, and it is really significant. Read it. Design, the design of creation. Again, the design of creation. Okay, according to our poet John Milton, the real surface is responsibility goes in accordance with the will of God, even if it indicates that the person must stand and wait. And this part of the poem, here is part of the poem, it is available there. Stand and wait. The person, yes, should wait. Work and stand and wait. The expressions with double connotations are spent in the first line, talent in the third line, useless in the fourth line, account in the sixth line, and exact in the seventh line. The subordinate meaning goes parallel in a coherent line of portraits. All are portraits of monetary alteration. Milton is a poet who is greatly thoughtful to the various senses presented in language and to constellations of imagery of such type. Many things can be achieved here also. If we go to the critical analysis of this poem, we have two short paragraphs, can be said like this. The poet Milton is recognized as one of the actual highest and most influential poets of England, as an eminent as Chaucer, Geoffrey Chaucer, Lyle, John Lilly, Shakespeare, William Shakespeare, and tens others of the great English poets from the Renaissance before and after. As a great literary figure, Milton could write together poetry and prose, and then in poetry He had the ability to write different categories of poetry, such as pastoral, epic, elegy, poetic play. We have Samson Agonist, okay, Shamshun al-Jabbar, sonnets, and several others. His supreme famous and significant piece of poetry is the startling epic Paradise Lost. Who doesn't know Paradise Lost? Yes, very, very famous one. And its completion by Paradise Regained, that has been at the focus of great literary criticism from the time Milton until today. Yes, it is a very interesting one. His sonnets did not receive great critical consideration as other poems. So the sonnets of Milton not critically realized or studied or examined so much as the rest of his poetry. On his blindness, or what it is named Sonnet 16, principally, chiefly, has received a reasonable deal of critical argument and appreciation, much of it arguing the period of structure or creation of God within his the creator within his creatures, within his humanities or people. The poem has evident that all explanations identify that this sonnet begins from a mood of despair, frustration, and even impatience. This is a result, if there is no satisfaction, if the person shows despair, frustration, or impatience, what to do? He has to be satisfied with the, let's say, with the orders of God. Finally, this is out of the criticism, but it is an advice for my readers of this little poem, but of deep, great meaning can be achieved. This paragraph is not full, and it needs the contribution of our learners to critically elaborate it. Elaborate means to extend with their own views. Elaborate it to be sufficient. Here we go. Now we go to the end of our session today. I hope it is a little bit sufficient. Again, I hope that you read again from your books, from the chapters on the website, Rafid, in your banner, and from this virtual class to deal with some important points or ideas or concepts on the poem On His Blindness by John Milton in the second part. I wish to meet you in the next episode, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.